Let's welcome anchor Edward Otto Zelke, an accomplished brand influencer and marketing leader with a dynamic background in financial services and travel marketing. Edward currently serves as the Director of Marketing and Sponsorship for the world-famous Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida.
Every time.
He also serves on the Gala Chorus's Communications Committee. Edward, Tropical Wave Sing In Exultation brings global holiday harmony to Fort Lauderdale on December 16th. Tell me what's happening out.
Thanks, Faye. On December 16th, the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida's premier vocal ensemble, Tropical Wave, presents its holiday concert, Sing In Exultation, at the United Church of Christ in Fort Lauderdale. Running from 7 to 9 p.m. with a VIP event beginning at 6 p.m., the event celebrates global traditions through selections such as Matunda Ya Kwanzaa, the spiritual Children Go Where I Send Thee, cherished carols including Angels We Have Heard on High, and the Jewish-themed Light the Legend. Led by Assistant Conductor Anthony Cabrera with accompanist Darren Matias, the concert honors culture, community, and unity. Ticket purchase and further details are available at gmcsf.org. This is such a great vehicle for our vocal ensemble. There's about 20 people in our chorus, roughly, and they go through the communities. You know, they go into the Miami-Dade area, they go up to West Palm, and they go into local areas and perform for people that possibly can't come to our main stage concerts. And so this is just another part of access for us, and that way people can get to hear our music. A lot of the music they'll be hearing from some of our songs we performed last night at our holiday sleigh ride.
Incredible.
So, and of course, both of you were there.
Yes.
So I'm so thrilled that I have a whole panel that actually got to see that concert last night.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Tropical Wave blew me away. Again, the choir was incredible, right? There is no topping the choir. Gabe, you're incredible. And then when I see these 20 some odd people come to the right and then do their own singing, I was blown away, right? And the one that really got me was the Matunda Ya Kwanzaa. Like that rendition was just so beautiful, and they sang it so perfectly. I don't know what the girl's name is, but you got to tell her that I'm a huge fan, because I mean, she owned it.
Her name is Ginny.
Hey, Ginny.
And Ginny is probably one of our female singers that has been around the longest, I would say about 3 years now. And she's on the leadership team committee too. So it speaks well in terms of our organization, just how diverse we are and how accepting we are.
The inclusivity.
Yeah, we have 4 women that are in the chorus as well, and they performed last night. All of them were just so wonderful. You know, you got to hear a straight woman talk about, like, you know, her sister who's gay, and then you had a lesbian couple that was one of the dancing Santas that were out there and stuff. So it was so brilliant. So it's so nice to see. So, you know, 2 of them are in Tropical Wave, and it's so wonderful because that's become so diverse itself. It's opened it up to, you know, doing these type of music, you know, for Kwanzaa and stuff. And it was so great last night. I didn't even get to hear all of the drums and the percussions that were with that. It was so beautiful. So it's going to definitely translate next week. So please go get your tickets for this. Go and support this group, because this is so important for them, because they work so hard.
Can you get the tickets at gmcsf.org?
Yes, you can.
Okay, and can we talk about United Church of Christ real quick?
Yes,
okay, because they really are making a staple of themselves. I've been hearing about this little church, like in little rumors, right? And then I sent a friend to do reconnaissance, right? And she went to their Sunday service, and there was like 250 people there. Yes. So it's, you know, lots of our community there as well, you know, and I know that the minister is Aaron, right?
Yes. So Aaron actually was a pastor. I would say he's relatively new there.
Okay.
I would say about 2 years there. He came from Coral Gables, and he was running an LGBTQ friendly church down there. So he moved up here, and he's more active. So I think people are more in tune with him because, you know, he's about in his early 40s, I would think. And he's just young, and he's got new ideas. And I think he's just opened his doors, you know, kind of like how Sunshine Cathedral is for us.
Yes,
you know, so you know, again, it's just another, he's saying, you know, I have this space, you know, we would love for you guys to perform. And so not only are we raising money for Tropical Wave, but we're also raising money for the church as well. So it's a good community effort.
And again, one last thing, and the ticket prices are so modest. Yes. Like, it's fantastic during a time of year like this, where it's just everything, your money's being pulled in so many different directions, yet you still want to be part of something that really defines Christmas and the holidays. And, you know, and not just Christmas, you know, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything, you want to go to more of these things, but you can't afford the $150 ticket.
It's
you know,
true.
How much is it to go to this show?
So we have two different price ranges. The general admission is $25.
Oh, come on. That's awesome.
And then there's a VIP. If you want to do that, there's a full reception that's $45.
Well, you know, I want VIP.
The good thing about our organization is that, you know, we have a lot of subsidized groups that do come. You know, we hosted a few last night too. So, you know, if there are groups that want to come to our concerts and stuff, you know, that work within the nonprofits or that deal, you know, that have clients, you know, that we will work with them, you know, get them tickets. And we have donors that, you know, will fund that.
I love
so
that.
Like we did last night too. So definitely don't let it, you know, stop people from coming. You know, we can find ways to get people to come to our concerts.
I love that. And trust me, their concerts are top notch and you will leave there filled with some kind of joy, right? And then it wears off and you're exhausted and you're like, what happened, right?
What happened to my voice?
So amazing.
Hoarse right now.
Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you all at the Global Holiday Harmony on December 16th. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.